It's your boy Aunt Bailey, all the way from ATL, NYC with Young Boss Media. Hey!
Hey guys, welcome to Bayou's Corner, the #1 place to talk about all things mental health. I'm your host, Jasmine, and today we have Jorden Jones, influencer, blogger, and food critic, so you're not going to want to miss what she has to say. Hey guys, welcome to Bayou's Corner. I'm your host, Jasmine, and today we have Jorden, aka Jo, with us, influencer and blogger, so we're just going to get right into it. So first things first, what got you into blogging and restaurant reviewing?
So for blogging, I've been all over the place. Like I moved around a lot, and I guess with like my personality, with the different situations that was going on in my life, people wanted to like follow me and keep up with it and see like, okay, where are you going next? Because let's see, I was born in Jersey, moved to South Florida, lived in Texas, went there for middle school and high school, moved back to Miami. Like, so like I'm all over the place, honestly, and now I'm in New York. So blogging was a good way to keep everybody up to date, and then also just so I can express myself, talk about all these different situations, talk about, you know, from public transportation to wanting to be in my crib with my cat, drinking wine by myself, you know?
Yeah, just venting.
You know? And then for food reviewing, like restaurant reviewing, I have been in the restaurant industry since I was 15, so that's roughly like 10, 12 years now. Not to put an age on me, like
don't do the math, but
still, I'm looking good, but
yes, of course.
it comes from a very genuine place, because whenever you work in the restaurant industry, it's very hard for you to clock out. You know, so there's a lot of different things that you might not notice as a regular guest, but as a waitress, I'm like, okay, they need to refill this water, they need like, I need new silverware. My food should actually be out at this time. I'm not just complaining to complain, you know? So like it's a wider perspective being in the industry and actually going out. So I was just like, you know what? I need to start giving people my genuine input, and like, this should be a hospitality experience that everybody can enjoy. You know, just so like, this is a good place, you should go. And I feel like.
And do you give tips like in your reviews, basically, like, okay, yeah, you should come to this place, basically, like
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm changing my lifestyle, so I'm going back to pescatarian. So there are some things or some restaurants that I'll like go to that are vegan and vegetarian. So people who eat meat may not go, but I mean, hey, it's an experience. You should try it. Why not? So.
It actually leads me to my next question. So do you believe how somebody eats can impact how they think? Like with you deciding to go to this pescatarian, girl, how you say it, pescatarian? I said it, pescatarian. You're good. So with you deciding to go in that avenue, like, is there a specific reason? Is it for health reasons, or is it like, you know?
It's a bunch of different things, honestly. Not that I've watched them like in detail, like I don't go looking for these documentaries, but you know, social media, it's so easy to see stuff. Like a minute clip can teach you, you know, everything you need to know in that minute. So like there was just a lot of like animal abuse things that I've been like following, or not following, but seeing on my timeline. And then when I really took into consideration how much, like if I ate a steak or if I ate a burger and how like gross I felt afterwards, like I felt good because it was comfort food. But then now I'm sitting here full, disgusting, like I don't want to do anything.
I know
like,
exactly
you know
what
I'm saying? So it was just like, I could definitely cut that out. There's so many different vegetables, different ways to prepare them. Like it's really all down to the seasoning. I think the biggest thing for me was texture, but there's so many like tofurkey and so many different
tofurkey.
You know?
Like it to me it tastes more like chicken because of the texture. So.
Exactly. So I think a lot of that is texture, because when you really get down to it, it's seasoning. So it's a lot easier to transition than you think. It's all mental, and I definitely think that what you eat affects how you think, because like imagine you eating pizza and donuts and candy all day. Like I don't know what you could be able to think. Because I think you're all clogged up. Like that's not you taking care of yourself. So
So my next question is, through your journey, who do you plan to impact and how? Like when you decided to start this journey, what was the goal?
My goal overall, especially with losing my brother just recently, is like it's tough, you know? So it's like, I want to spread as much love and positivity as possible, because especially like being a Black woman, we are silenced completely. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many years and years of trauma that people need to unfold. And like, you got to really sit back and think, why do I think like this? Like, why am I putting myself through this? Because at the end of the day, everything has to do with you.
Inside, yep.
So like, I want more people to realize I guess like the power that they have within themselves, regardless of anything. Like anybody can go through trauma. Don't think that,
Yeah, exactly.
you know, oh, that could never happen to me. Because if you knew how traumatic my brother died, it was just like, I never thought that would happen. You know? So at the end of it all, everyone just needs to learn to love themselves, because there's so much growth and there's so many things that can just, imagine how beautiful the world would be if everybody knew that they were beautiful.
Yeah,
you know? So that's
exactly.
like the goal.
I really appreciate you like telling me that and like opening up with me about that.
Yeah,
so.
no, yeah.
But I'm gonna ask one more question before we go on break, and it kind of ties in also with what you were saying. As a Black woman, what do you think people in our community should do if they're struggling with a mental illness? Not just like mental health, but like, you know, it's gotten to the point where it is like actually a mental illness. How do you think they should go about that?
Up. Closed mouths do not get fed.
Yeah.
Speak up. And it's just like, I could see where it's hard to talk about these things, because I wasn't like this. You know, I learned myself and then I'm able to talk, but it's like, you have to find something, you know, whether it's, because who knows, it could be whatever trauma or mental thing you're going through could have to do with your family, and you don't want to open up to your family, you know? So it's just like, I think you need to find someone that you could fully like trust and just openly talk to. It could literally be about what you had for breakfast, you know, just get you to talk and flow, you know? And then if you know, don't really feel like talking, you're not a really communicative person, paint, draw. You know, there's so many different creative outlets. Go for a walk, you know, go to the beach. Do something that you truly enjoy. That way you can start unraveling like, okay, I'm at peace right now.
Exactly.
What's bothering me? Like, who should I talk to about this?
That's a good
How
point.
can I find an outlet for me now that I'm realizing what's wrong?
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So.
That's a very good point. All right, guys, so we're going to be right back. We're going to go on commercial, but thanks for joining us. Just stay tuned. Should I dance? Like,
You can dance.
I can't dance though. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of The Safe Space. We're going to be back with Bayou's Corner in 1 second, but as you know, I'm your host, and you're in the #1 place to catch all the things mental health. So, on today's episode, we're going to be talking about anxiety. I don't know if anybody knows, but I actually suffer from anxiety myself. As you can see, I can't even get the sentence out. It's just, anxiety is something that is, once again, also something that's different to every single person. Some people have phobias, so, you know, claustrophobia, that's just an example. Anxiety can also be like manic episodes. It just kind of depends on the person, but most of all, the one thing that all anxieties kind of share is the fact that it's the symptom of being worried that something or all things are going to go wrong, and it kind of affecting all parts of your body, including physically, whether that be with your heart rate or your stomach. I know for me, there's been certain circumstances where I've been so nervous that I've literally gotten nauseous and had to throw up. So anxiety is something that's not just felt like internally, it's definitely felt externally. So that's pretty much it for today's episode of Safe Space. I hope that this was useful information for you guys. We're going to be back with Bayou's Corner in 1 second. Hey guys, welcome back to Bayou's Corner. And today we're about to get back into it. So we're going to start with a game today.
Okay.
And our game for today is all about positive affirmation. Kind of, yeah, you were talking about, you know, your mindset and everything.
Wonderful.
So what we're going to do actually is we have a sheet of paper here. It has 17 lines. Each line starts with I am. So she's going to finish each line with a positive affirmation about herself. A lot of times we want to be like, oh, well, I am shy, I am talkative, but like in a bad way. We're just going to focus on the positives of I am, okay? So you guys at home can do it too. You can get a sheet of paper and a notebook and write some positive affirmations. And I'm just gonna give you some time to go ahead and focus on that for about 5 minutes. And then we're gonna get back into it, okay?
Wonderful.
All right, and then you're gonna go over them with me too.
Okay.
Try to put some things you never really told people neither, like, you know, some secret, you know, secret talents. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so it's been 5 minutes and we're back with her positive affirmations. So Jo, let me know at least 5 of your positive affirmations.
I am full of abundance.
Okay.
I am a beautiful, intelligent Black woman.
Okay.
I am creative. I am a divine energy, and I am full of prosperity. Was that 5? Yeah.
I think so. It was good though. I liked it. I loved it. You know. And now, when you go home, what I would love for you to do is post that up on your mirror and then like read those every day to yourself.
That's what people should do. I'm such an advocate for that. There's already like I got draw erase boards all over my house. Yeah, like whether it's like, you know, jotting down ideas for my YouTube or blogging, or it's like, you know, make sure to get almond milk or whatever the case may be. Or if I just really, when I feel, I feel. So if I get down in a funk, I feel it, I recognize it, okay, I'm upset. What's causing me to be upset? Release it. And then whatever I release, I'll also like just write it down, a little note like, okay, I am this. Or,
that's beautiful.
You know, this isn't a thing. No, a lot of people should do it.
I
It
agree.
really, really helps. It really helps.
Well, thank you for doing this activity with me today. Now, before we go, do you have any tips for teens struggling with mental health?
Definitely. Find that outlet that you need. Find that person that you can talk to. You'd be surprised. And you know what I will say? Find somebody that looks like you.
I think that's a very good point,
Find
too.
somebody that looks like you, because you can't always open up to someone else who doesn't, and then they don't care as much as you might think they do.
I know it's kind of like a bad joke right now, but do you watch Insecure on HBO?
That's like the only show I watch.
So there was this one part where, what was the friend's name? You know, Issa's friend. Right?
Her main friend.
Exactly.
Damn,
like, how we
I'm
gonna
supposed to
forget
be
her
a
name?
fan.
But she, for real.
She might watch this and be like, they said
discuss.
they was fans.
Exactly. But she was saying, like, nah, I can't go to a therapist unless she got brown nipples. So it was kind of the same thing. Like, as a Black woman, sometimes you want to relate with another Black woman in order to, like, you know, release what you're going through.
Representation matters. We think that it doesn't. And ownership is definitely more important, but like representation does matter. Like you want to see yourself in so many different things. I want to see myself in a Toyota Suburban commercial on a road trip with some dogs.
Okay,
chilling.
same.
Okay, like, you know, you want to see yourself more. So definitely find someone to talk to, find someone that you're comfortable talking to, and then just find that creative outlet. You could sit there and scribble. If that makes you feel better, do it. Like do things that make you feel good. That should just be the moral of everything for people. Do stuff that makes you feel good. It doesn't hurt anybody else. So talk to someone, find a creative outlet, and then channel that into being productive. You know, use that as a creative outlet. Who knows? You could start painting and then
a future out of it.
You know what I'm saying? So like definitely just take that step to find somebody, or just to realize. Because a lot of people won't even admit that they need help. You know, they'll just keep bottling up, break a mirror, you know, and worst comes to worst, it's like suicide. So it's just like, you gotta recognize these negative thoughts
while they're happening.
And then a thing that I do, if I do start going down a rabbit hole, I catch myself. I talk to myself like out loud too. I'll be like, okay, what do you need to do today? And things like that. I mean, it sounds crazy, but like, I'm able to keep myself organized. I'm able to keep myself out of this rabbit hole. Like, I'm always aware of my thoughts. Like, if it starts like something negative about somebody, like, ooh, you know, she couldn't do that. Like, it's just like, okay, wait a second. Whatever I say to you is a reflection of me, and that's not how I feel about myself.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Okay, very good.
Girl, I'm all up in it.
Yeah, I'm about to say, we got to continue this on another day, but.
When you braid my hair.
Yes, I got you. Yeah, hit me up. But all right, guys, so that's it for today. Thanks for being a guest today, JO.
Thanks for having me.
Where can we find you? What's your website, your social media?
JO.com. So it's really REALLY. JO is JAYYOH.com. And from that, you could see my blogs, how to contact me, all my social medias. So everything is on reallyjo.com. So it's REALLYJAYYOH.com.
Perfect.
Yes.
Thank you.
for
And
having me.
until next time, guys, I'm your host, Jasmine. This is Bayou's Corner. Bye.
Bye.
And Bailey.
Let's go.
Bad little shorty, she know what I want. Hey, bad little shorty, nails and hair is done.
Bad little shorty.
You don't have to ask.
After
In
ask.
this gym doing squats just to live her out.
My God. Bad little shorty.
Always on the move. She can't stick around, she got more things to do.
Things to do.
Hey, bad little shorty, she like color hair. She don't care if it's dyed, if it's braids in there.
What? Bad little shorty.
Keep the waist trained. Bad little shorty got the best brains. Yeah. Bad little shorty keep her face beat. So for that's her or pretty energy. Let's go. Bad little shorty came to the club.
Yes.
Twerking left and right, she like to move her butt.
Hey, hey, bad little shorty.
Graduated college.
College.
Gaining all that knowledge, they put her in honors.
Whoa.
Yeah. Bad little shorty didn't have her dad, but she never left him when she come back fast. Hey, bad little shorty rocking Fashion Over. No panties on, you can see the.
My God.
Bad little shorty drinking Hennessy.
Hennessy.
Let's say anything possible when you with me.
You and me.
Bad little shorty is a superstar.
Superstar.
Turn up for the lights and watch it shine hard.
Hey, bad little shorty. Bad little shorty. She a bad. Hey, bad little shorty.
Came just to party.
Hey.
But she don't want nobody, she don't want nobody.
Turn up.
Hey,
Bad little shorty.
like the gang bang.
Yeah.
Looking with them youngin' bring it like the thing.
Break that thing.
Yeah. Bad little shorty like rockin' Vans.
Rockin' Vans.
Bad little shorty don't need no man.
Hey.
They make it sound and line up like a marching band.
Let's go.
Bad little shorty don't need no drugs. Unless it's bud, she can't work with nothing else. Bad little shorty like to argue.
Hey.
Spanish mommy travel just like Caillou.
Yeah.
Bad little shorty like bass guy.
Hey.
Bad little shorty like Soulja Boy. She like the way he dance and how he uses voice. Go bad little shorty, don't watch no porn. She like the real thing, yeah, she like it sour.
Yeah.
Bad little shorty, keep her shade. She like the way he eat it like Andre.
Hey.
Bad little shorty, don't have no remorse. She don't work with bitches and she don't need no more. Bad little shorty, live her life loyal.
Yeah.
Loyalty her colder, don't you get fucked over. Bailey, bad little shorty. Bad little shorty. Bad little shorty. She a bad little shorty. But she good though. Hey, bad little shorty. She a bad little shorty. She a bad little shorty. Bad little shorty. Bailey.
YBS DJs are in the building.
Hey, what's up? So it's Monica again, and we are on the set. This time it's for the Culture Dome. The Culture Dome is our new hip hop show. We focus on everything underneath the umbrella of hip hop. Now, what you're going to see today, you're going to see Chantel, you're going to see Dejura coming together interviewing Robert Montgomery. He is a master entrepreneur from out of Harlem. He's been in business for a very long time, and so we want the OG to come and kick some game with us, and we're going to play a game. Now, what you're going to see is, putting the set together, we're using a green screen. You're going to see back on the control room. It's everything that makes this show work, all right? So I'll see you soon. Peace. You will hear, we're counting down. And so it might even start, sometimes it might start at 30 seconds. Whatever you hear, you repeat to them. So, 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
You gotta say it loud though.
30 seconds.
25 seconds.
Well, last time you were where Maria was, but where do you want to be? Because I feel like since you kind of got the experience, you might need to be driving the show and be where Breezy was, which is in Dude's chair.
Does that look more?
Well, it looks like this person is kind of
Whoever's
more
sitting
like
over there.
It's just that's the appearance. It seems like that's more for the person who's kind of like hosting, MCing, kind of taking us through. And this more.
5, 4,
It's called heads up. It's called heads up. So
3,
rules are just
5,
simple, right?
4,
Like, and I guess
3.
if we sit.
Who's here?
When you try your best, but you don't. What you want?
15. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Hey, how you doing? This is your girl Chantel.
And this is Deja.
And this is the Culture Dome, where we bring to you everything under the sun that is hip-hop culture related, from business to music to all sorts of artistic stuff.
All the above.
All the things.
Yeah.
So today...
I feel like there should be multiple plans that should be implemented. So...
And you know the shooter had Trump spelled out in guns on his Facebook page.
Exactly. That
which
was
is
good.
like... Because people are like, oh, well, you know, Trump's not racist. I don't know if I think Donald Trump is racist. Like, I'm going to go on the record and say I'm not really sure about it.
Right.
Right? Do I think he was born rich? Yes. Do I think that he was raised white? Sure. But, like,
Right.
outside of the normal kind of ignorance of what that means and the ego of him just thinking, like, what I've done should be justified at any means,
Right.
he's not consistent.
He's not consistent.
He's not the most extreme racist I've
And
seen
you know
out
what's
there.
crazy? Speaking of him. All right, cool. Listen, we're going to take a quick break, but coming up next, Robert Montgomery will be here in the building to talk about his success as an entrepreneur in the hip-hop game. So don't go nowhere, and we'll be right back.
Are we continuing the segment where we're going to wrap up the thing? Because we have to introduce him. Like, coming up next,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying before. Something.
Network a lot. Go out and try to meet as many people, because there are people I met years ago doing stuff, man, that something to come up and I'll have, you know, a reference to somebody. So just constantly network with people.
Sound check on the
always learn and gross yourself in your craft and what you're trying to do. Like you said, you quit your job.
Yeah.
And gross yourself in what you're trying to do.
It took me a good year of exit planning before I really, you know, because I was working on the side.
Okay.
So tell us all of the things that incorporate the entrepreneur that is Robert Montgomery.
Well, I mean, I've been, you know, on that path as an entrepreneur from a kid. You hear
What was your first hustle?
Selling newspapers.
Oh.
In the Polo Ground houses.
Smile, relax. There, think of like
Nice.
of the great conversation you just had.
That's why I said if you drink.
Oh, yeah. My sister does. She'll appreciate it.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Right,
thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
No, thank you.
Yo, so I hope you learned a lot. This was a busy day. Thank you so much to the host of Culture Dome, Chantel, co-host Deja. Shout out to Robert Montgomery of Human Brands, Shinju Whiskey, just the whole family. This was a great day behind the scenes, so we can't wait to edit this up and get this out to y'all. But I hope you learned some about production. Now, if you are interested in becoming a producer with Young Boss Media and going to our Producers Academy, the Production Academy, go to our IG page, YBM Production Academy. Follow the link. Also, you can shoot me an email at youngbossmediatv@gmail.com, and we can have a conversation. I'll send you all the information for the Production Academy. All right, see you next time. Peace.